Have you ever dreamed of bringing your old car to West Coast Customs to transform it into a masterpiece? For over 2 decades, Ryan Friedlinghaus sold the world an incredibly glamorous dream, overflowing with A-list superstars.
And this is family.
That's what it is. How you feel about Ryan, man?
Ryan's, again, like family, man. He's like an uncle to me. He's the guy.
Thank you, Justin.
But when the TV cameras turned off, the truth behind the custom shop's doors was a nightmare. Million-dollar cars turned into piles of scrap metal that couldn't even start. A massive empire built on the sweat of overworked mechanics, leading to a shocking ruling from the US government, and countless tricks to deceive the public's attention. Today, we will expose the darkest picture of Ryan Friedlinghaus that no television channel dares to show you. Born in 1975 in sunny Southern California, Ryan Friedlinghaus revealed an intense passion for four-wheeled machines early on as a teenager. This region was originally the cradle of American custom car culture. At just 14 years old, Ryan personally modified his first car with astonishing meticulousness. That debut creation was so outstanding that it was chosen to appear right on the cover of a prestigious local car magazine. Although he displayed natural talent, the road to establishing an independent brand was by no means paved with roses. In his youth, Ryan had to work tirelessly at his father's liquor store to make a living. Here, every meager dollar earned was carefully saved to nurture his dream of opening a custom shop. Still, his personal savings were not enough to cover the initial facility rental and equipment costs. Recognizing his grandson's fierce determination, his grandfather decided to lend Ryan $5,000. Combined with his personal savings, this became the initial foundational capital for the birth of the custom shop. Around 1993 to 1994, the West Coast Customs brand was officially established. Initially, this was just a small, cramped facility located in the Orange County area of California, with extremely rudimentary and inadequate equipment. Seeking a larger space and access to a potential customer base, Ryan decided to relocate the shop to Compton. At the time, this area was famous as the hub of hip-hop music and the dynamic lowrider custom car culture. After operating in Compton for a while, the facility moved to Inglewood to expand its scale. Here, Ryan's mechanical skills and distinct aesthetic mindset began to attract the attention of local car enthusiasts. Although the brand gradually built a reputation, WCC remained confined to being a local mechanical shop. The true breakthrough only came in 1998, thanks to a historic encounter with NBA basketball superstar Shaquille O'Neal. At the time, Shaquille O'Neal owned a Chevrolet Suburban, but could not drive comfortably due to his impressive height of 2.16 meters. Many other custom shops in California had turned it down because expanding the cabin required complex structural engineering. Ryan Friedlinghaus did not hesitate to accept this challenge. He directly led his team to move the rear seats and customize the entire control system so Shaq could fit comfortably while still maintaining its luxury. Shaquille O'Neal's absolute satisfaction created a massive media boost for the Inglewood custom shop. The NBA superstar spared no praise and proactively introduced WCC to his network of wealthy friends in Hollywood entertainment. Answering media interviews later about that turning point, Ryan Friedlinghaus once directly shared, "Shaq is the one who put us on the map. He opened doors that we had never thought of." A chain reaction immediately occurred as a lineup of A-list stars rushed to WCC. Big names such as rapper Sean Combs, P. Diddy Snoop Dogg, and basketball legend Kobe Bryant continuously commissioned one-of-a-kind custom supercars. The backing of Hollywood superstars carried WCC's name far and wide. But when MTV television producers came knocking with a multi-million-dollar contract, Ryan Friedlinghaus entered a completely different arena, where the glamorous lights began to conceal the very first cracks. The Pimp My Ride. Glamorous trap. Entering 2004, the opportunity to collaborate with MTV Television Network created an unprecedented media explosion. The reality TV show, Pimp My Ride, hosted by famous rapper Xzibit, was officially born. In this TV show, West Coast Customs was chosen as the exclusive custom shop partner. The global reach of the MTV channel turned Ryan Friedlinghaus and the WCC brand into pop culture icons after only a short time. Millions of young viewers across the world were captivated by the transformation of beat-up old cars into unique creations. Behind those glittering scenes, though, lay countless sophisticated staged hidden angles directed by the producers. On screen, the public only saw shiny rims, vibrant paint jobs, and high-powered speaker systems. The harsh reality was that the production team solely focused on improving the car's appearance to serve the visual effects of the television camera lens. Mechanical malfunction issues inside the engine were completely ignored and overlooked. Many cars, after being grandly handed over on camera, immediately stalled and fell into a state of being unable to operate normally as soon as they left the shop. Besides, the time frame for completing products was also severely distorted on television. Although the show gave the impression that the car customization process took only a few days, the actual time dragged on for 6 to 7 consecutive months. This indefinite delay caused car owners participating in the show endless trouble in their daily lives. Lacking a means of transportation for half a year pushed many people into a passive position and caused them substantial losses. It did not stop there. Many bizarre accessories installed on the vehicles were actually purely for show. Right after filming concluded, the producers were forced to remove them to avoid violating California's strict traffic laws. Equipment such as non-compliant lighting systems or TV screens mounted in distracting positions were all stripped away. The owner of the car received a product stripped of almost all the unique features previously showcased on TV. These staging tricks quickly backfired, severely damaging the WCC brand's reputation. The wealthy and professional car enthusiasts began to doubt the true technical quality of Ryan Friedlinghaus. At the prestigious SEMA Custom Car Show, many potential clients flatly refused to work with the shop. They feared that their expensive cars would be turned into flashy, impractical, and mechanically low-quality custom products. Recalling that period of media crisis in the LA Times and Forbes newspapers, Ryan bitterly admitted the reaction from the elite, wealthy clients came to me and said, "Please don't pimp my car." Conflicts between Ryan and the MTV directors grew increasingly intense as his professional direction was deeply interfered with. The WCC founder felt that the image of his professional custom shop was being turned into shallow entertainment on television. Facing the risk of losing his core high-end customer base, Ryan Friedlinghaus made a strong restructuring decision. By 2007, he officially announced the termination of his contract with MTV, turning his back on and leaving the Pimp My Ride show. Right after parting ways with MTV, Ryan decided to team up with Discovery Channel to produce a new show titled Street Customs. This change aimed to regain content control and restore technical credibility for the WCC brand. Speaking about this strategic move, the owner of West Coast Customs made a firm statement asserting his professional philosophy. "I want to customize cars on television, not customize cars just to make television." Still behind the closed doors of the Corona Custom Shop, a crisis many times more severe began to erupt, this time directly threatening the sweat of the mechanics and drawing the intervention of the law. Labor exploitation scandal. In 2008, the shockwave of the global economic recession poured cold water on the American custom car industry. West Coast Customs was not outside the vortex of recession, either as revenue from superstars plummeted catastrophically. Pressure to maintain shop operations forced Ryan Friedlinghaus to make the decision to lay off up to 50% of the staff. To save the financial situation, he immediately reoriented the brand toward corporate commercial contracts. UCC began signing a series of lucrative contracts with giant entertainment conglomerates such as Nintendo and Mattel. Projects transforming model cars into real vehicles required an extremely rushed and harsh construction schedule. To complete corporate orders on time, Ryan dumped the entire time pressure onto the mechanic's shoulders. Behind the media spotlight, the custom shop gradually turned into a literal sweatshop. A large-scale investigation conducted by the United States Department of Labor (DOL) in 2014 exposed this entire dark corner. Authorities concluded that WCC severely violated the Fair Labor Standards Act. The investigation results announced WCC was fined more than $150,000 in back wages alongside civil penalties. The reason stemmed from the company intentionally failing to pay minimum wage and overtime pay to workers. An investigative report by national broadcaster NPR subsequently continued to uncover shocking allegations from former employees. Customizer Mauricio Hernandez publicly exposed the sophisticated labor exploitation process at the shop. According to Hernandez, the workforce had to toil relentlessly from 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, continuously. The workload was massive, but they received no bonuses or overtime pay whatsoever. To evade tax and health insurance obligations, Ryan applied the trick of misclassifying personnel. He forced full-time mechanics to sign contracts as independent contractors, receiving no benefits. The fixed wage they received was a mere $400 to $500 a week, far below legal regulations. This amount was completely disproportionate to the severe labor intensity at the famous custom shop. The exploitation was pushed to a peak when WCC employed approximately 11 undocumented Mexican immigrant mechanics. These vulnerable workers were thoroughly exploited because they could not speak up to protest or file complaints. NPR's report directly quoted Mauricio Hernandez's bitter accusation regarding the reality at the shop. "We worked like machines without rest, but the wages we received were not enough to cover basic living expenses." Inside the Corona custom shop, Ryan Friedlinghaus maintained an extremely autocratic and harsh management style. Any constructive feedback or complaints about working conditions from the mechanics were immediately snuffed out. Former employees revealed the ironclad and authoritarian working principles that Ryan consistently imposed on the entire shop team. "Do it Ryan's way or get the hell out of here." This became the notorious management motto of the WCC owner. The official ruling from the U.S. Department of Labor, alongside a series of exposing investigative articles, dealt a heavy blow to Ryan's image. The truth about the WCC empire was completely opposite to its dignified appearance on television. Even paying out of pocket for a massive compensation settlement to the government, Ryan still adamantly rejected allegations of abuse. Even so, the stain of this labor scandal remained permanently attached to his name. Government fines and complaints from overworked mechanics were still not the only storm. When cash flow ran into trouble, West Coast Customs began sliding into high-risk media campaigns and shocking quality accusations from customers. The most scandalous event erupted in 2012 when Ryan collaborated with famous rapper Will.i.am on a special custom car project. The car, named I Am Auto, developed based on the legendary DeLorean model, had an estimated value of up to $700,000. During the period of intense promotion, the story of the million-dollar supercar surprisingly being broken into and stolen at an event in Los Angeles flooded the headlines. Ryan quickly posted information searching for the car on social media to create a wave of public opinion. Only a short time later, the WCC owner went on to claim that he had miraculously found the missing car himself. Still, this perfect rescue script was quickly exposed by the reputable automotive technology news site Jalopnik. Through researching legal records, Jalopnik's investigative reporters discovered that there was no 911 call or theft report sent to the Los Angeles Police Department at all. The entire incident was actually just a failed, dirty PR stunt. This fake PR trick dealt a heavy blow to Ryan Friedlinghaus's personal reputation. The public and industry professionals began questioning WCC's honesty not only in advertising campaigns, but also in the quality of cars delivered to customers. Parallel to the staging scandals, WCC also continuously faced a fierce wave of complaints regarding actual finished product quality. Many individual customers regretfully received cars possessing a glamorous exterior but severe internal defects. A prime example was the case of customer Jake Glazier, with his Buick Century upgraded by WCC. Although the exterior paint job and interior cabin were gorgeously decorated, the engine underneath was completely incapable of operating normally to run on the road. Speaking about the terrible experience of receiving his vehicle back from the shop, Jake Glazier bitterly shared directly with the press. "The car looks very nice in pictures, but in reality, it's just a pile of scrap metal that can't start to drive home." Not only individual customers, but large corporate partners also became victims of delays and weak project management. Game brand Red 5 Studios once spent millions of dollars to commission WCC to customize a bus promoting the game Firefall. This grand project was continuously delayed in delivery, stretching up to a year compared to contract commitments. WCC's severe tardiness ruined the conglomerate's entire product launch plan, causing extremely massive financial losses. The climax of the public wave of criticism occurred with an incident involving famous female YouTuber Trisha Paytas. She spent tens of thousands of dollars entrusting her luxury Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon to WCC for a makeover. Still, after months of waiting past the deadline, Trisha Paytas received the car back in an extremely sloppy state of completion. The female YouTuber indignantly posted a series of exposure videos, attracting millions of views, unmasking the shop's unprofessional work style. Trisha Paytas publicly declared bluntly in her video, drawing millions of views on social media, "They turned my dream car into a mechanical disaster. They promised everything, but the received product was completely awful." A series of lawsuits, public criticism, and quality blemishes seemed like they would knock down West Coast Customs. But somehow, Ryan Friedlinghaus still managed to keep this brand alive, reborn, and redefining its legacy, a controversial legacy. Moving into the 2020s to date, Ryan Friedlinghaus made strategic pivots to reshape his entire empire. West Coast Customs officially relocated its shop to a new headquarters in Burbank, California. This new facility boasts a massive area of up to 60,000 square feet, equipped with state-of-the-art machinery in the automotive industry. It is not just a custom shop, but also integrates a showroom space and a modern media production area. Alongside his turbulent business career, Ryan Friedlinghaus's personal life has been kept relatively low-key and peaceful. He maintains a strong marriage with his wife, Megan Friedlinghaus, and two sons, Ryan Jr. and Dylan. Even after experiencing considerable legal turbulence and costly fines, Ryan's accumulated net worth to date is still estimated at around $20 million. This figure demonstrates his sharp ability to commercialize the brand. Aware of changing consumer trends, Ryan began shifting his operational focus to more sustainable business sectors. The most groundbreaking step in this period was the establishment of the West Coast Customs Academy training organization. This educational project was created to pass on hands-on mechanical skills to the younger generation passionate about the automotive industry. The Academy provides systematic training courses on welding techniques, premium painting, body fabrication, and professional interior customization. Speaking about the mission of establishing a vocational training academy, in the new era, Ryan Friedlinghaus once directly stated to the press, "We want to give opportunities and pass down the most practical craftsmanship to the next generation of customizers." Not stopping at training, WCC also proactively caught the technological wave by expanding into electric vehicle EV customization. The custom shop quickly transformed modern EV models into high-tech, one-of-a-kind works of art. Parallel to that were strategic collaboration contracts with global superbrands and next-generation entertainment platforms. WCC continuously appeared in promotional campaigns for the hit video game Fortnite or the Lexus IS Wax Edition customization project. The customized Lexus model made a powerful global impression by successfully integrating a perfectly functioning turntable right inside the front glove compartment. This creativity affirmed the custom shop's pioneering mindset in combining music and automobiles. Looking back at the entire journey of over 3 decades of development, the legacy Ryan Friedlinghaus leaves behind for the global automotive industry always contains 2 opposing sides. On one hand, he is an outstanding business genius, with the ability to bring custom car culture into the spotlight. With his sharp media mindset, Ryan turned custom cars from an underground hobby into a global pop culture icon. He built a multi-million-dollar commercial empire from a modest loan. On the flip side, WCC's history also marks dark low points regarding labor exploitation scandals and media stunts. The practical picture behind the TV screen always contains dark, hidden angles about the overwork of mechanics. How do you evaluate the controversial legacy of Kingpin Ryan Friedlinghaus? Please leave your personal thoughts in the comment section below to discuss together. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming videos.